Hi, good morning, all. This is SK. This is our new session where I share my trend lines, what I have drawn. I'm preparing myself, for the open. And as of now, I think at the open we can see a deeper pullback. Um, why I would say that, let me take you to our monthly chart. On a monthly chart, it's a doji candle what we have, and we have seen, we are looking at this kind of a bounce. But for now, as of now, it's going to be the first week of the month, and first week of the month we're gonna, there are two very important targets. Let me do this. Futures. There are two very important targets as of now for us, is close of the month and open of the month. I believe this was the open 1919 and the close is about 1930ish, 1929ish. So these are two very important targets, which going to make a lot of meaning, a lot of sense for our day trading, for our US trading hours, market hours. So let's go to the 4 hour and see why I have these trend lines and what's going on in my mind. Over here, if you see, let me edit. Okay. Every first week of the month, I draw my trend lines from a first day of the week. I draw my trend lines with extended hour, because we need to understand how market overnight the global market has reacted to the open and close of the month. So as of now, let's see what we have here. If you see, we are trading in this trend line. This is push one, push two, push three. Or you can say it's kind of a wedge which is getting formed. A bottom pushes, and we can see one push down here, and we can go for the next leg up. But as of now, this trend line here. This guy here, this green trend line here, we need to go above this green trend line to be bullish, and the next target is 1956, which we have seen yesterday, and we have made our resistance. We failed over there yesterday. And the other one is 1969, which is all-time high as of now with this trading range. Overall, we will be looking at, this is my target. If we go bull, the first target will be 1991ish, 19, and there is a target above which is 1995ish. I mean, something like over here, our target would be 1919, 1990ish, for the target. As of now, am I bullish or I'm bearish? Right now, I'm just focusing on. My focus is all on our trend lines. As of now, I think, at the open we can see kind of a pullback here. With this pullback, we need to retest either the close of the month, which is 1930 58ish. We can see some kind of a bounce from here and go for the next leg, either the high of this trend line or high of 1956 again. If we break through this 1930, we can retest either this trend line. This is the trend line which is coming from, let me just, this trend line is from the low of here. You can see this is one bounce, two bounce. We did not touch this trend line here. Chances are more like we will be testing this trend line first and then going next leg up. So as of now, open will be, I think the open will be a bearish open. We can see a pullback here, and we can retest 1930, or we can retest our this trend line, which is from the low of this 4 hour bottom range. We can see that, and then we can go for the next leg up. Very few targets up, very few targets below, kind of a trading range price action. There is a chances that we do not have a trend day today. We can have indecision day, or we can have inside day, something like that. We need to break through this trend line, then we have resistances on the high. We have a good support, we have this good trend line. There are chances that Today or this first week will be more of a trading range day where we'll see some kind of a some kind of a pullback, not a deeper pullback, or we can see like a pullback here, and some kind, like we can see next leg up trying to poke through this trend line. We need to trade close well above this trend line here to see 196 first target, and then we need to see 1969 second target. We need to close well above 1969 to see our main target, which is 1990 in a week or two, which I'm hoping if we are bullish, like we should go from there. Right now this trend line is supporting, or we can just keep on testing this line, like, and this trend line here. We can keep testing on that, and then like we can go there or seek break through that and seek some kind of a pullback here. So overall, as of now, the important part is at the open, if we close well above this trend line, we need a follow through to retest 1956 and 1969. This green line, breakout, follow through for these two targets. Or at the open, if we have like if we close below, like close with the tail, we will definitely be retesting either 1930s. More likely, I think we will be retesting the low of this trend line, which would be around 1925ish or something like that. We can even poke a little bit through and like test 1919. Too many nested targets, like too many close targets. So like there has to be a very close look, like while we are trading. And right now, just focus on two things. Above this trend line, the target is 1956. There is no stopping there. And below this trend line, the target is either 1930 or this trend line or 1919. So very close targets, like focus will be a 4 hour. Today I will be having 4 hour chart. Normally I just look at a 5 minute chart. I do not look at any other time frame. Today I will be looking at this 4 hour chart to overall look at the position, where do we stand. Like I will be having these 4 hour charts, because 4 hour means two trading candles. Just two candles will be forming, so it can give me a chance to take a swing trade. Possibly will scale in lower or scale in higher and look for a 4 to 8 point gain with my swing trade today. Good luck, everybody. I'll share everything with you on my Twitter account, and these are the new trend lines for this week. Unless or until nothing is violated, the trend line remains the same. Thanks.